have been living this way for quite some time, and they need to receive professional guidance to see the effect of their rejection upon the mind of the child. Contact with his parents again disturbs David, for confusion and fears begin to mount up within him as he recalls old mental wounds. In the school, David meets another team member, the teacher. The classroom in this children's unit differs from a usual public school classroom situation in one primary respect. In a public school, emphasis is placed on learning specific information. In the mental hospital, the primary emphasis is placed upon the social and psychological needs of the individual child. This means the fun of learning anything and being inquisitive is emphasized. The program for David is set up according to his interests and chances of success or failure in the classroom, and not according to classroom requirements outside of the school. The searching into David's background continues with the staff psychologist at the unit. An important team member, her job is to dig deeper into David's background using the psychological tests available. Every 6 months, David will be retested, and as the psychological information continues to accumulate, David's mental troubles slowly begin to reveal themselves. How these tests are solved and the time it takes to solve them will tell this team member a little more about the patient and perhaps suggest a possible course of corrective action. Regularly, every 2 weeks, David will be re-interviewed by this team member. If she thinks it necessary, she will interview David more frequently. Her cooperation with other team members and attendance at staff conferences keeps all team members informed of David's progress and problems so that they may act accordingly. A psychiatrist visits David at regular intervals, and making use of toys, he continues the search into David's past. Psychiatrists and psychologists have found that children will often express themselves much more quickly in play than they will verbally. David, still in the early days of his stay at the children's unit, is hostile and hesitant. The closed door to the therapy room causes him concern and tension. From within him come feelings of fear, suspicion, and distrust. Now, to show his friendliness and interest, the psychiatrist opens the door. Sitting in a small chair so as not to appear in too dominant a position over David, he attempts to get David to talk. Now, oftentimes this process is discouragingly slow. With the effect of the other team members, it is hoped David will begin to respond and confide in this man who seems so sincere in his interest. With patience and understanding as their tools, the team members hope for the best.